Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Spelunk through of Chrono Cross. We defeated Fate. We saved Kid from her memories. Can I do this now? No, I can't. All right. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. We got Kid back. We're going to get Kid back in the party. I just need to unequip some stuff from Mr. Man here. You served us well, Fargo. And by well, you were a great punching bag for a lot of different bosses. Which he was. Let's be real. He was just a punching bag. Alright. Teleporter, let's get Kid back in here and have my favorite party. Boink. We also have Hot Shot that we got from doing the puzzle in Luca's orphanage. Like, I have a problem with that. All of the guides say L1, but it's actually L2 and R2, D2. It's a little angering. They all lie to me. Make me look like a fool. A freaking fool. In front of everybody. But we figured it out. We did it. We're cool gamers because we did it. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why I'm doing this by hand here. I want to just make sure I have certain ones on. Let's see. I think that's everything that I want. Yes, I do want some healing. To be sure. Sure. Throw another buff in there. And that should be good. I'm just gonna fill the blanks here. Boink. Okay. And unfortunately, she still has iron everything from when we left off with her, so we're going to be making a couple of things. I do want to check the dresses here. Oh, Stardust Cape is children's size only, and then Diva dress. Yeah, okay. Dancing shoes, please. Do we have a stone helmet somewhere in here? We do. And then, yep, Dragoon's Honor. And now we go to the Smith Spirit. And because I like the Master Mune on Mr. Sergi Poo, we're gonna get the Prism Dagger. And you're all screaming at me right now. I know you are. Trust me, I know. I just like the Master Mune more than I like the Spectre Swallow. Okay? There it is. I can't go back. Well, I can still, because I still have my save, but I can't go back. It's done. It's happened. But I can't go back because you can disassemble it and reassemble it into something else. Really, all you miss out on is some money. Bingo! Now she's a force to be reckoned with. And for all of you who will be yelling at me in the comments, here. It's a new save slot. It's different from the other one. Okay. 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 All right, so we were told to go back to Viper Manor. Lucia has something for Kid. So let's go see what that might be. But yeah, that was a throwback. Ooh, floating island. Sort of a did you play Chrono Trigger moment. And I hope you have. Chrono Trigger, in my opinion, kind of saved RPGs and also at the same time created pretty much a lot that we know about gaming right now. So, oh, thank goodness I don't need Norris. I was worried. Oh, that's Homeworld, where you need Norris. Never mind. And Chrono Trigger, if I believe, if I remember correctly. Obviously, I'm dating this episode when I say this, so it's not an evergreen episode. I'm sorry. But it is on sale for 50% off on Steam. True story. Oh, she's in the basement. What am I doing? So I'll get on that. It's like $7 for one of the greatest games ever made. Ever. Lucia! Hi. You said you had something for Kid? I have been waiting, Kid. There is something I want to give you. Oh, me? I was told to give it to you when the time was right. It's for you. From Luca. You knew Luca? Here. My dear Kid, how are you doing? I wonder how old you are as you read this letter. Perhaps you've matured into a beautiful woman, raising a happy family by now. I was hoping to talk to you in person when you were old enough, but just in case something happens, I'm writing my feelings down on a paper and leaving it with Lucia. Perhaps you already know, or perhaps you yourself are also now caught up in some historic crisis as a result of all this. But anyway, a long time ago, we, my friends and I that is, changed the future in order to save our planet from being devoured by Lavos, a monster from some unknown planet. We still feel proud of the role we played in saving our world, and in how we were so freely able to change the flow of time. But sometimes I think of the darker side of what we did. What has become of the future that was once supposed to have existed? Where did the time that is now no longer allowed to exist go? It is true that, thanks to our altering the flow of history, we were able to save so many lives and prevent so much sadness and suffering. But when you think of it, we also caused the deaths of so many that were meant to have come into existence in the timeline we destroyed, and also caused new sadness and suffering further along in the new future we created. That is why I worry that someone might seek revenge on us for what we did. I have had a constant dread in my heart that someone in our new future will travel back in time, just like we did, and try and kill or capture my friends and me. So even if something dreadful does befall me, Kid, know that what happened was... excuse me, let me start that over. So even if something dreadful does befall me, Kid, know that what was meant to happen will happen, and that I was always prepared for the worst. Oh, but don't you dare think the great Luca is going to go down without a fight. We've got a reputation to uphold. Whatever lies waiting for us around the next corner, better watch out, because it's gonna find a pretty mean counterattack coming its way. Kid, when I think of you, I remember someone I once met a long, long time ago in the distant past. But she was the complete opposite of you in this timeline, so quiet and gentle. Someday I'll also tell you about her, when you are ready to know of your real name and heritage. I'm not the slightest bit worried about you, Kid. I know that no matter what happens, he will always be there looking out for you. Or perhaps he has already found you, and is there by your side as you read this. If so, hello, Janice. Please take good care of my little sister for me. There is so much more I want to tell you, but I must leave it for another time. Don't worry, everything is okay. We will overcome whatever woes may occur, that's for certain. Later, when you're all grown up, I'll come visit you, and we'll talk over tea. I look forward to that day. Well, anyway, Kid, until we meet again. Forever and ever your friend, no matter which timeline it is. Yours sincerely, Luca Ashtier. P.S. Cut out the tomboy act. Believe me, you'll become a beautiful young lady one day, or my name isn't Luca the Great. Sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while. I can't believe you, sis. You're the one who always laughed about how there's nothing definite or certain in this world. Sis. Alright, a rainbow shell. Okay! Well, again, heavy. We are coming towards the end of the game. That's why all of this stuff is happening. All of this heavy-duty story and comments and all that stuff are coming to fruition here. Okay, cool. Everybody's good to go on elements. We can leave Viper Manor. Still a couple of things to do before we head to the floating tower. It's called Terra Tower, or Earth Tower. But that's another reason I love this game, is because it's a sequel without being a direct sequel. Like, it's in the same universe as Chrono Trigger, and it has the same characters, but they didn't force Chrono in on us. They didn't force Marl or Robo or anyone on us. Magus, although it's Guile. It's Guile. So I had to Divine Dragon Falls. We see some people here. In the old days, many of my friends and fellow believers would come here to worship. It was quite lively, particularly during the festival seasons. How I miss those days. Years ago, these falls were considered a holy place by the worshippers of the Divine Dragon faith. Then hordes of humans began to migrate to these islands, and we were pushed into the outlying regions. In the cultural takeover that ensued, the spiritual significance of places such as this was soon forgotten. Well, okay. Heavy. There is something here to get for one of the endings. And by the way, does this look familiar from Karsh? Radius, Gaius. There didn't seem to be anything worthy of note inside of here. Hey, Captain, let's head home. This world, he's still exploring. Captain Toma, the Great. Ancient lore reveals that the Dragonites, Dragonite, evolves from Dragonair, knew of certain land formations they called power spots. There, they are said to have used the natural energy of the planet to generate elements. Cool. It appears that the altar at the back of this cave was made to house the dragon tier. But the strange thing is that there was only meant to be one dragon tier in this land, and yet the altar has 2 holding stands. I wonder what that could indicate. That there's 2 dragon tiers. Wow. Wow. If this is an altar of the Divine Dragon worshippers, then maybe Stina knows something about it. Ow. My bad. I forgot somebody, didn't I? So let's sub out Glenn for Stina. So that we can get whatever it is there into our grubby little hands. This episode has a little bit of story, as you saw, as well as probably, I'm not going to 100% say the end of all the, oh my gosh, I just did something stupid there. The end of loose ends being tied up. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm not going to say it is, because there's a lot of loose ends in this game, and loose ends you didn't even know existed in this game. But yes. And the guide I'm reading says it right there in front of me. Take Stina with you. But I ignored that and just plowed on ahead like a dingus. Such a dingus. If you watch Game Grumps, you know that. All right, here we go. Stina, what do you got for me, girl? By the great dragon gods, that's a word. The Sacrarium of the Divine Dragon Falls still exists, and it seems functional. It's just as the legends of old said it would be. What a blessing. Utilizing its power, we just may be able to create the Chrono Cross here. Try placing the 2 pieces of the dragon tier, the tier of hate and the tier of love, on these stands. Okay. Tier of hate. Neat. Tier of love. Neat. What you doing? Whoa. Whoa. I'm dizzy. Search received the Chrono Cross. Cool. So you need that for one of the endings. And what's cool about it is for that ending, it doesn't matter where on your element table you put it. So my advice, if I haven't decided if I want to do this ending or not, my advice for the Chrono Cross is instead of having it here, doink, it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't do damage. Whoa, where'd everybody go? Hello? Where'd everybody go? I guess they left. There's nothing of interest for them. Thank you, Stina. What a pal. Okay. Let's get Glenn, my baby boy, back in the party. Okay. We can get a frame if we want. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Head to Homeworld. And have good old Starkey in the party. Here we go again. Oh, no. Cutscene, skip. And this will be a frame I'll use for the rest of the game. Because I think it's funny and cute. And away we go. So head to Sky Dragon Isle, because in this world it's still there. Whee! Let me in. Okay. Sorry, Glenn. Gotta sub you out again, buddy. For good old Starkles. Boom. Then head up here. And I believe it is up where we met Starkey, fought Starkey, and then fought the Sky Dragon. And I think there's a guy that we talked to. Yeah, this guy. Yo, did you find your own ship? Here, this'll cheer you up. All right. Our favorite Martian frame. Customize. No. Yeah, that's the one. And now look. Yo, did you find your own ship? Ah, it's a little Starkey as the continue arrow. You don't need Starkey there. I just like to have Starkey there just to be like, oh my gosh, Starkey, you're in the frame. What are you doing there, you bouncing baby boy? So for this next part, make sure Starkey is not in your party, and then stock up on red elements. So Glenn, welcome back, buddy. Because we're going to be fighting an enemy called the Royal Jelly, which is impervious to all elements that are not red. So you can only hurt it with red stuff, which is why having Kid back is so awesome for that. Oops, that's not an offensive red element. Let's go. Get rid of one of those. I'm very good on that. Glenn, my friend, what do you have? I need to get rid of this. Because that's just embarrassing. I wasn't paying attention. Doink. And then obviously Kid should be pretty good. Have Salamander, obviously, because if you get full red, I mean, why not? Yep, we're good there. Good there. Yep, sweet. All right. Without Starkey, we need to head back to another world. It's a lot of bouncing back and forth, I know. I'm sorry, but is what it is. And then you head to the El Nido Triangle, also known as the Bermuda Triangle, or this game's approximation of said geographical phenomenon, topographical phenomenon, whatever. I was trying to sound smart. Whee! How are we doing on time? Skipperoonie. Oh, we're fine. So have a few minutes. So we can do this Joyle Jelly. Joyle Relly. It's also impervious to all attacks that are not from Red Innate users. Which, I mean, I should get rid of Glenn and bring in, like, Zappa or something, but no. Silly geese. I don't get rid of Glenn for anything. No, I'm gonna get rid of Glenn. I hate myself for doing that, but... You know what? You know what'll be fun? Let's bring back the original trio, huh? Let's do that. Elements, we're gonna need to get rid of them on Glenny Poo. I'm not gonna get rid of the elements on, or not elements, the equipment on our good friend Glenn, because there's no reason for it. Just a bunch of Infernos here. And we're gonna have a Strengthen that we can throw on Kid. And then Megami Bomb, Fire Pillar. Whoops. I'm a genius. Okay. Get a stone or granite glove. Sure. No, I changed my mind again. I'm sorry. I changed my mind again. Oops. We're not using Poshul. Sorry, Poshul. I got your hopes up. I just want as much red in here as possible. So we're gonna go with Zappa. Well, do we want Zappa or do we want Janice? Maybe Mickey? Maybe Draggy? Greco? Let's go Zappa. Our resident blacksmith. And beating this Royal Jelly will be the last thing we do in this episode. Alright, Fire Pillar. In. Inferno. In. Magma Bomb. In. Strengthen. Throw a weaken in there too, why not? Magma Burst. And Bob's your uncle. Don't need to worry about that. Shoot a pickle. I'm gonna have to get that off of Glenn. And then... What are we doing here? What am I looking for? Let's throw an elbow pad on him, why not? And then... Maybe. Glenn, where are you, friend? Need to just do that for what's coming up here. It's not terribly difficult, but I do want to kind of idiot-proof myself a little bit. Alright. Now we're good to go. Alright, head down to El Nido Triangle, which is this little thing down here. Just south of Water Dragon Isle. Talk to our friends over here. I've discovered a mysterious object down below, but there's a nasty monster guarding it. No matter how many times I hack away at it, it doesn't seem to have any effect. I've tried some elements, too. There's some that work and some that don't. Well, gee, thanks, bud. Thanks for your insight. Do I want that item? I do. I like items. Because it's a rainbow shell. Who doesn't like rainbow shells? Oh, you poop face. I'm not your biggest fan, Mr. Pufferfish. Ay, 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 senor. I was hoping to get through here without having to fight anything. Oh yeah, that's an effect of the Chrono Cross. I'm not going to go into it right now. Whack! But each element makes a chime noise, and you need to get the elements. I guess I'm telling you right now. Each element makes chime noise, and you need to get the chime noises in the right order. And then you cast Chrono Cross on Lavos, and that's an ending. Yep, just ruined it for you. The end. But those chimes have to do with the Chrono Cross I have equipped. If you don't have it equipped, it doesn't do this. Hey, a scale. Great. Wonderful. Fabulous. Definitely worth our time. And me spoiling one of the endings. Hello? I was holding down that whole time. Ah! Sea crabs! They're coming at me! And now you are in your own way. Round and round and round we go. Where we stop, it's a rainbow shell. No thank you, not buying what you're selling. I'm too poor. Oh, sneak around that. And yes, I do find these things disgusting. They're giant sea spiders with shells and claws. How is that not disgusting? How does that not freak everybody out? They're gross. Okay, here we go. I was bamboozled. I was told that red attacks would... All right. Oh, neat. An earring of light. I'm a fan of that. So just get your element gauge bars up as high as you can and just unleash red. Rude. Rude. Of course you did, Sappa. Hammer blow! Please, 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 please. Yes! You're in trouble, Mr. Jelly. Say hello to my little friend. I'm gonna vomit up some fire on you. Ka-blammo. 1743, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, it's a boss, by the way. It's a side boss. That's what that 40 of 41 means. The first number is the ones you have to do. The second number are side bosses that are not imperative to finishing the game. All right. Hello? I want to board you. There we go. It won't open. Is this Starkey ship? Well, you have to bring Starkey here. That's so dumb, though, that you have to do this, but yes, you have to go get Starkey back. So, I will go and do that, get him back in the party, and in the next episode, we will see just what the dealio is with that ship. So take care, everybody. If you're liking this Spelunk through, please consider hitting the subscribe button, like the video, maybe a comment or two, and I'll see you next time. Take care.